So, Teddy Ted, better known as Teddy Atlas, he says Tyson Fury will destroy Anthony Joshua. Ted, are you on meds right now? Nah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And starting to seem like Tyson Fury has some fanboys that kind of resemble Deontay Wilder's fanboys. I'm kind of disappointed in that because I like Tyson Fury. I really do. But just because I think Anthony Joshua will beat him doesn't mean I don't like him. But, I'll get some comments, you don't know boxing, good night. I'm like, good night, whatever. If you can't tell me any compelling argument why Tyson Fury could win other than I don't know boxing, that means you don't know boxing because you have no argument. And calling names doesn't prove your point. It just shows you don't know what you're talking about, so that's a deflection tactic. Give me some facts. I got people leaving comments on my page that make a good point why they believe that Tyson Fury can beat Anthony Joshua. Then you get the fanboys that come on here talking crazy, and then I have to send them to the block party back into YouTube population. Bye-bye. Yeah, but I don't know what Teddy Atlas was just talking about. Like, Joshua isn't the same guy, and he's real hesitant. And of course you're going to be hesitant. You've only had one fight since your loss to Ruiz in Madison Square Garden. So of course he's going to be hesitant. He's not going to rush in. Then if he rushes in and gets caught, they'll say, "Oh, why did he rush in? He didn't learn anything from his first Ruiz fight." It's like the guy can't win. He's cautious, and then he's, psychologically damaged. The dude had a perfect fight. He shut Pulev out, shut Ruiz out in the rematch, and people are still complaining. What do you guys want? And it seems kind of like Teddy Atlas is kind of projecting his feelings onto Joshua. You feel like he's not psychologically ready, like he's damaged. That doesn't mean that's what's going through Joshua's mind. That's what's going through your mind. And normally I agree with Teddy Atlas. He makes a lot of good points, and he has some great analogies about how life is like boxing. And I'm normally riding with the guy. I don't really like some of his takes on Mike Tyson. He doesn't really seem to have too many good things to say about Mike Tyson, but he's just off on this one. And then he'll turn around and say something like how great it was for Anthony Joshua to come back from his loss to Ruiz. He'll give him a compliment, and then he'll say something like, but, Tyson Fury, it's like he was hesitant to say it. He's like, I don't want to, hurt you UK guys. And he's like, well, I'm going to just put it out there. Like, Tyson Fury is going to just destroy Anthony Joshua. And trust me, that's not going to happen. Even if Tyson Fury did beat Joshua, it's not going to be a blowout. It'd be like a split decision or something. He's not blowing Joshua out. There's too much heart into this. There's too much heart into this fight, and there's been too much of a build up for him to go out like that. And like I said, I don't have any problem with people disagreeing with me on my page, but when you start talking disrespectful, that's crazy. The page is called J. Roos Theory, which means it's my theory. So I'm going to say my opinion, and, if people get offended, you can be offended, but present your case in a respectable way, Don't just come on talking crazy. That's ridiculous. And not to mention Freddie Roach, he said that he kind of gave a political answer to Anthony Joshua. He said, Anthony Joshua is the better boxer than Tyson Fury, but if Tyson Fury fights southpaw, he'll defeat Anthony Joshua, like it'll mix him up. I'm like, huh? So if Anthony Joshua is the better boxer, it wouldn't matter if Tyson Fury switches up to southpaw because he's the better boxer. He'll figure it out as he goes along. It's called adapting. So, I don't know. It's like people are all over the place. They try to play both sides of the fence. Like, I don't want to offend Joshua's fans. I don't want to offend Fury's fans. I don't want to offend Wilder's fans. Just pick who you pick and let the chips fall where they may, however, whatever the saying is. You know, you got to stop fearing what these fanboys say and give your opinion. It's not like they're going to run up on you on the street. And even if they did, who cares? Ain't nobody scared of that. But I still say Joshua beats Fury. And, you know, just get in the ring. And I'm hearing talk of Dillon White calling out Deontay Wilder. I've been wanting to see that for a while. I think a lot of us have been wanting to see that for a while. And I like Dillon White. The dude is hilarious. You know, when he retires from boxing, he ought to look into becoming a stand-up comedian. The dude is super funny. You know, he goes too far, you know, sometimes on these interviews, but dude is super funny. I've seen him rocked and knocked down too many times. Oscar Rivas, Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua had his arm hanging over the rope. I'm just like, you know, I think he talked about rushing Deontay from the opening bell, but I'm like, how is he going to stand up? Because you know a right's going to connect eventually. You can't dodge it forever. When that right connects, I'm just like, I just don't see his legs standing up to that. You know, he might, because they got a little personal feud going. You know, it's been going on for a while. Remember when Dillon was laughing at how bad Wilder lost to Fury? And then in his next fight, he got knocked out by Povetkin. So, you know, I'd still like to see it. But anyway, back to the topic. Teddy Atlas says Tyson Fury would destroy Anthony Joshua. Totally disagree. Learning from your mistakes and being cautious doesn't mean you're psychologically damaged. I mean, you know, people were acting like, oh, he was shook after the fight when they asked him about Tyson Fury. He wasn't shook at all. He was saying, like, I'll fight whoever. Leave it up to the crowd. I don't care. He ain't ducking nobody. Stop. Joshua's not scared of Fury, and Fury's not scared of Joshua. No, I don't think none of these dudes are scared of each other. Even if they duck, they're just not scared. A lot of this stuff is just business. And like I said on my last video, out of Tyson Fury's old mouth, he said that Joshua beat him up for 3 rounds. So how you going to be scared of somebody you beat up for 3 rounds? If I beat up a dude, that's the last dude I'm scared of. Come on, you guys, use some common sense. I know it's kind of difficult, but use some common sense. It's the J. Roos theory. Beat down the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless. Take off my glove, I guess.